What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, and I'm just going to do a quick review of the WetFire Tinder. Ultimate Survival Technologies WetFire Tinder. It's actually drizzling out right now, so we're going to get a real-world demonstration of how it works when it's wet. And I'll just test it for you guys, and you can determine if it's worth it for you to buy this product or not. So stick around. Alright guys, so based on the package here, it says that 1 cube burns up to 5 minutes. It's supposed to be able to work in wet conditions. It's supposed to be able to burn if it's totally wet, just like you see in the picture here. So I'm going to put this to the test right now. So the actual WetFire Tinder, it comes in these little cubes here, in these little packets. You know, you tear it off. There's 6 right here, and it just folds up nicely. Takes up, you know, decent amount of space. As you can see, it folds up. You can fit it in like the palm of your hand, so it's not too bulky. It's obviously weighs nothing, so that's a big plus. And let's see, what does it say here? Harmful if swallowed. Keep out of reach of children. Alright, let's move forward with the test. Alright guys, so I'm going to attempt to light this now. It's actually raining right now, so I don't want to get my camera wet, aka my cell phone. So I'm going to have to move quickly here, but I'm just going to open the package. It's a little bit tough to open these, I would say, if you don't have a knife. They're really well sealed. So you kind of, your hands, if this is wet, like right now my hands are wet, it's a little bit hard to open. Okay, there we go. So this is the actual cube itself. So first, you can see the ground is wet here, so I'm going to try to just put it right on this wet stuff. I'm going to try to strike it with my rod, see if it burns. So let's try it out. Hold on. Whoops. A little bit hard to start. Maybe it's my technique. Oh man. Let's try. Starting the cube itself is a little tricky. I'm going to try to shave a pile off like they recommend. Just shaving a little pile here. Maybe that'll work better. It's raining hard now, so hopefully it'll start. I'm just shaved a little corner off. Shave the corner off of it with my striker. Let's see if that helps. Oh yeah, see it? Now it catches real easily. Burns quite hot actually, that little pile. Now I can just light the whole cube if I need to. I can light the whole cube. It's burning quite hot. It's actually raining right now. So let's do a demonstration and see what we could burn with this now. Wow, this is burning a lot hotter than I expected. I have this chunk of wood here. It's actually mulch. It's wet mulch. I'm going to see if I can't start it with this. It looks like it's hot enough where it could start this wet chunk of wood. And this is pretty thick wood. So let's see if it'll be hot enough to catch it on fire. Wow. That's a nice flame right there. You can actually warm your hands up on this. If you had frostbite, you could warm your hands up on this easily. So it's actually hot enough to start charring the wood. It's pretty impressive for a little cube. So I'm going to put this out. I'm going to dip it in water and I'm going to see if I can't start it after it's soaking wet. So hang on, guys. See if I can't catch this stick on fire here. This might be tough because it's soaked. This is definitely hot enough to start a fire. And you could just blow it right out, so it blows out. I'm gonna dip this in water now, and it's actually cool to the touch. It's not hot or anything. I can pick this up and hold it. It's not burning me. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna dip this in water. I have a hose here. Let's see. Let's see how that works. I have this hose here. As you see, I'm just spraying it with water. See? This is just totally dipping this whole thing in water right now, as you can see. It's totally wet. I'm going to try to scrape a little bit off and start it again. I don't think it's hard to start the cube unless you scrape it, but I'll try and see if I can't. Okay, so now we got this cube wet, and I'm going to scrape off a piece again. Scrape off a little pile. Scrape a corner off. I'm going to take the corner. Just going to scrape that corner off and see if it can burn while it's wet. As you can see, there's a puddle here. I'm going to strike it with my Ferro rod. We'll see if we can't get this thing to the light. Oh, see, it started right up. Now I can ignite the bigger cube with the little one, with the wet pile here. And now you can start your fire. You have a heat source. I'll burn this wrapper if I want to. As you guys can see, this is a very good tool, or a very good piece of tinder. And I'm actually working in pure rain right now, so I didn't perform any preparations. You know, this was in a survival situation. I could have built like a little shelter over this to prevent it from getting wet. But I wanted to just do a test of how well it burns on its own, you know. And seems to be burning quite well, you know. It's pure rain right now. Can actually burn these matches. Let's just see how long it burns before it goes out. This is definitely a good fuel source for a survival situation. As you can see, it's raining. And it's actually burning completely in the water right now. It's, you know, it's pretty heavy rain. I don't know if you guys can hear it. So here's the tinder. This is about 3 minutes later. It's still burning. As you can see, everything is wet out here. It's raining pretty hard. And my tinder is still burning, the WetFire Tinder. It's still burning in the rain. And I bet if I clean up some of this ash... Oh, I just put it out by accident. Whoops. That's okay. So yeah, this is a good, definitely a good, good piece of fuel to have. Highly recommend it. It's not that expensive, and it definitely works. So check it out, guys. I think it goes for like 10 bucks for a box of 12. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care. God bless.